Hey, what's going on? T Speaks here. Family, listen, I want to get straight to it. A lot of you all, particularly my sisters, the ladies, are feeling some type of way because, and I want to say it like this, the world at large is making you feel less than, making you feel that you're not a woman, making you, or at least airing out, you're not loved, you're not appreciated. That is so far from the truth. Okay, everybody can consider today being Valentine's Day. This is the day that you're supposed to be shown love. You're supposed to be appreciated. But you know what? I want to say a couple things. Number one, you're supposed to be appreciated and loved every day. If you're dating somebody and this is your man, this is your woman, because even guys are feeling the sting of Valentine's Day. They are pouring it on thick. If you turn on the radio, they're playing all the love songs, Barry White, all of this. Listen, you'll never find Lou Rawls, A Love Like Mine. They are going in. But here's the reason why you shouldn't feel bad about, quote unquote, not having a Valentine. Because if you deal in yet, which says I have an expectancy that when everything is right, I am going to be found by the right man. He is going to bring his A game. I am in the process going to continue to build myself up, to prepare myself for when he comes. I see a lot of women post on the social sites, not only today, but other days. Can't wait until I get with my man and I'm found by my babe. When my husband finds me, I'm going to be this, I'm going to do that. All of that's good. See, that is an expectancy when you say yet. Don't ever let somebody, particularly somebody that has, quote unquote, a wife or a man or even a woman, because guys are feeling it right now, and no one should feel bad because, first of all, you should not compare your life to theirs. Just because a woman has a husband, you don't want that husband. You want your husband. You don't know what that woman did, what she took in order to have the husband. He could very well be the greatest man walking this earth. He's still for her. You don't have yours yet, but here's the thing. She spent the period when she didn't have a man either. She spent the period when she didn't have a husband either, and she waited. And if you really want to go back and you want to go deeper, I know a lot of women who get on social media and brag about having a husband. And great, everybody that just meets them and doesn't know them will applaud them. You got flowers today and but you and I both know that man is not exactly who you would ideally want to be with had you not compromised yourself. And I'm not a hater at all. You have yours, that's great. I may not be married. I may not have a Valentine's yet, but I don't want yours. You see, I can, if I lower my standard, get on the phone, reach out to a couple people right now today and have a Valentine's Day. But what does that mean I'm doing to myself? I'm lowering the standard. What I want in a woman, I'm willing to push that aside. The type of woman that I want to be connected to and connected to me, I'm going to dismiss that all so that I can impress you. Well, wait a minute. Who are you that I should look to impress you? Who's the world that's not paying my bills, not taking care of my sons, not doing any of the issues, taking care of the issues, the struggles, the challenges, the uphill battle that I'm fighting to live the type of life that I have been born to live? None of them are preparing or giving me any of that. And I'm going to try to impress you. I'm going to try to do things according to your standard. No. You endured what you wanted to. Maybe nothing, but I know several people who've been married for more than 10 years, more than 20 years, and had to endure their husband cheating on them for more than 10 years with different women. I'm talking about women after women after women, and yet you want to brag that you have a Valentine's Day. Okay, that's my answer. Okay, because you paid for what you have right now. You suffered long enough to be able to say this. You had to deal with the many nights when you laid by yourself or when you wondered where he was, when you didn't get the phone call, when it was quiet in the background and you knew he was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. You endured all of that. And even if you didn't endure anything, if from day one that man has been great to you, he's been the absolute wonderful person you've always dreamt of, that's still your man. My brother, if you literally have a woman and she is the greatest person since sliced bread came into existence, that is wonderful. It does not diminish who I am or what I'm going to have. What it says is you have yours. There are so many people right now faking, a fraud, So many people get on social sites and they're bragging. You got 26 years of being married and you got 1 year of being happily married in the very, very beginning. But yet you want to get on and you want to brag and make people feel bad that they don't have a Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day is one day. What do you have the other 364 days? I'll tell you. A lie, a facade, an untruth, a makeup, make-believe, fictitious. It's not real. I know that and you know that, and I would never call you out on it because you are allowed to live in your reality. But don't make the other women, and particularly because I'm going to say women a lot because the women are feeling very bad today because they don't have a Valentine. They don't feel loved. But if you lowered your standards and got a man that basically didn't care about where he worked at, didn't have his own anything, didn't have any visions, didn't have any goals, you could have a man like that. Or you could have a man that says one thing and lies and does another. You could have a man like that. Or you could have a man that basically is not interested in anything that you are, that is not well suited for you, that is not compatible to you, that won't build you up. You can have a man like that, but because you chose to forego that type of man and wait for your man to come and he's not there yet, don't ever feel bad for that. As a matter of fact, this is the day that I applaud you because you would rather be alone and single for a moment, a season, even if it's 2 years, even if it's 3 years. You'd rather be single than to give in and be with just anybody that's coming hollering. You know a guy that sits around playing PlayStation. He's working on a job, just barely making ends meet. He has no aspiration, no goals, no ambitions. He got 4 kids by 8 different women. Can't really have that. 8 kids by 4 different women, and yet and still you choose to pass on him. And he's hollering at you, but you know that's not the type of man you want to be with. Well, I want to applaud you today, my single sisters and my brothers, because my brother, you can literally get with a woman, but because you chose not to get with a woman who does not know how to affirm you, who does not know how to even speak positively when you're giving your all, when you're out there fighting through this jungle called society and this business world, you come in the house and not only is the stove empty, but so is her words. You decided not to get with her, or you left somebody who you argue with all the time. I want to applaud you and celebrate you today because you'd rather go through some singleness to get to the place where you can have permanence rather than be with somebody on the outside. No. Don't feel bad today because you don't have. Feel glad that you decided not to compromise, not to give in, not to lower your standard. Anybody can be with somebody that's a good provider. What good is it if you provide a house for me, but you're never home? What good is it when the only time you and I talk is during sex? And you go, I want some. After sex, you go back out and have sex with somebody else, and you bring that to me because you're not even wearing protection. This is the stuff that's going on every single day by people on this site that are watching this, and that's not what they want to deal with. Instead, they want to choose today to stick out their chest and to show, oh, look at these flowers. Look at this gift that I got. Oh, me and my man are going here. Who else is calling him their man? Like literally, oh, he's not your man today, but and then we're not even going to talk about those that have a man only part-time. So you let him give you excuses, but tomorrow you're going to celebrate Valentine's Day. Away with all of that. If you don't have a Valentine, and I pray that you do it one day, but I pray more so that you be ready for them, whether it's a man or a woman. In other words, build you up, continue doing you, and let the quality man, let the quality woman be found by you, and let the quality man find you. Don't compromise, don't lower your standards just to be like those on your left and your right. You don't know how many nights she cried. You don't know what disease she contracted. You don't know how many times she had to deal with people saying, I saw your husband. You know, like I know, or somebody just being silent and they know their husband is unfaithful. Not talking about 1 and 2 times, because most of the time when a man is unfaithful, it's multiple times with multiple people. And the same thing with women, because it becomes easier to do something that's wrong. The more you do it, the easier it becomes with no repercussions, because today I'm going to celebrate you and act like you all that. No. Today I'm going to celebrate and know that I am all that. And I'm still dealing with yet. I may not have a Valentine yet. I may not have a husband yet, but I will. And you can guarantee this. I won't brag or make somebody feel bad. No, I'm just going to be thankful for what I have when I have it and who I have it with. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you that are single. Stay single, but stay strong. I'm T Speaks, and I don't want you to forget it.